my crew member if he wanted to go out on a boat with them. And he was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, well, come on. It's just the guys. We're going to go out on the boat and just drink and hang out. I was just standing right next to him. And I was like, well, I want to go.
I want to go. I want to go on the boat.
And his name is Sean Michael. And Sean Michael looked at me. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, I want to go.
Like, I want to go.
I want to hang out with you guys.
You don't let me on this boat right now. Hi, friends. Welcome to the Base Buddies podcast. I'm your host, Lay. Today's a very special episode because we have our guest, Teresa. She's a former Master of Arms in the Navy. She met her spouse in Cuba, and now she's just a military spouse, and we're just going to go ahead and dive in with her story today. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Base Buddies.
We're a little bit nervous today, but I mean, today is super, super special. But anyways, please, Teresa, tell me more about yourself, like who you were before you joined the Navy, before you met your spouse, who are you?
Well, my name is Teresa, for starters. My family's originally from Pennsylvania, so born and raised there, very small town. And growing up, I always knew that I just wanted something different. Mm-hmm. And my dad is a Marine. He was in for about 12 years.
Nice.
And he always wanted one of his kids to join the military, but never enforced it on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I never saw myself joining the military.
Why not?
It just, you just go through the path in front of you. So my vision was going to college and do the whole career and all that. And I moved to New York, and I was living with my sister, and my best friend came and moved out to New York. And I applied for college, applied for my classes, mm-hmm. and I was supposed to start in the fall. And my friend, she wanted to join the military, and she wanted to be in the Navy.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll go to the office with you. Let's see what happens. And we both went in, and then next thing I know, I was signing up to join the Navy.
They just convinced you right then and there.
I was like, oh, they pay for school. I get to travel. They
got you.
Hooked, sink, everything. They hooked me right away. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay for college. I don't want to be in debt. And we asked when we could leave, and they said in December. So we're like, okay, we can live our best life from August till December, and then we'll ship out. And that's exactly
what happened.
Yep, that's exactly how I joined, and that's exactly how they got me.
Wow. So take me back to the time where you got orders to Cuba. Was Cuba your first duty station?
No, so Guam was.
Wow. Yeah. How did you like Guam?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yep. I keep asking my husband, if you see Guam, please. I would want nothing more than to go back. I loved it. It was just so beautiful. And it's just a little tiny island. And I love the beach. Love drinking.
Yeah.
Love hanging out with my friends. And that's all we did was beach, drink, hang out.
Wow.
And it was just the best experience. And I was only 19 at the time.
Wow.
So
you're young.
Yeah. That was my official first time being away from my family. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. It was such a great experience. And we got to travel. Well, me and my friends, because I hadn't met my husband yet.
Right.
And then so I did 3 years in Guam.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for your first duty station, typically it's 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 years, I knew I wasn't going to be a lifer. I already knew that. I was like, I just want this for the college.
Yeah.
And then I'm good to go. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's a good experience for being so young as well. And so I did the 3 years, mm-hmm. and it came to the point where either I stay there for my last year and get out at 4 years, or I oblo serve, and then I can go to another duty station and then finish out my time there. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
And luckily I did that because that's where I met my husband.
So tell me about that. So you get to Cuba, right? Yes. And when and how did you meet your spouse? Tell me all about that, girl.
That is a fun story. So me and Jordan's my husband, and
we love him.
We love him. Bald Puerto Rican. Not. I don't know, but he is beautiful. And so we met. So let me backtrack.
Yeah.
So I did harbor security. Jordan, when he first got in, he did shore patrol, and the way Cuba's set up, we would have to transport the sailors from one side of the island to the other side of the island. So since he was landside, we would have to transport them over to the other side.
Yeah. So
that's how we kind of interacted for the first few months or whatever. Didn't really think anything of it, especially because I was going to be getting out at the end of that year. So it was just nothing serious. And then...
These are the best stories.
Yeah. So I think at this point we were working night shift and we were doing turnover. So we were going to be going to day shift. And what we would do is just stay up. So we would work the whole night, and then you just stay up all day to reset your sleeping schedule. So his friends asked my crew member if he wanted to go out on a boat with them. And he was like, no, I'm good. They're like, well, come on, it's just the guys. We're going to go out on the boat and just drink and hang out. And I was just standing right next to him, and I was like, well, I want to go.
I want to go. I want to go on the boat.
And his name is Sean Michael, and Sean Michael looked at me. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, I want to go.
Like, I want to go.
I want to hang out with you guys.
You don't let me on this boat right now.
I will jump on the boat.
You literally jump on the boat.
I will swim to you guys. I'm not a great swimmer, but I will swim to you guys.
You just see her diving in.
Like, I'm on my way.
Doing the backstroke.
Fancy meeting you guys here.
You're swimming on the side of the boat. Fancy meeting you guys here.
Just holding to a buoy next to them, like.
Exactly.
Pull me up, please.
Oh my god. That is so freaking funny.
So he was like, for real? I was like, yep, I want to go. So we exchanged numbers, and I met them on the dock. And I didn't know Jordan was going until we were all on the boat, and then he's there. So I was like, oh, this is cool. So we finally got to hang out outside of work. And from that moment on, it was all of us and a group of girls just all hanging out every single day. We were all in the same shift together. And I think for the first 2 or 3 months of knowing Jordan, the only time we would hang out is drinking.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't really connect with each other because it's like, I like drinking with you.
Yeah.
But do I actually like you as a human being?
Right. Do I know you? Who are you?
Know you. What's your name again? Then finally we were like, okay, let's see if we actually like each other.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do, I was like, let's do it on a legit date. No drinking.
Oh, so you're the one who initiated it.
Oh, yeah.
You were the one, hey, let's go on a date.
Let me lock you down
right now.
You. Like, you know what? You're mine. Let's go.
Get in the back.
You are a hostage now. And so I told him, let's go on a date. Take me out to dinner. And so he was like, okay, I'll pick you up. Mind you, he's driving my car. He didn't have a car. So he took the car, got ready, came, picked me up. There's only 2 restaurants in Cuba.
He took your car. He said, girl, yeah, I can pick you up in your car.
And he was like, okay, so he picked me up. We went to the only restaurant that's there. And they've seen us there every single day. So they're like, you guys want something to drink? The bartenders,
Yeah,
yes,
they already knew you.
They were mixing our drink for us. We're like, no. We need to do this sober. We're like, sober.
Okay.
Maybe later we'll come back.
Yeah.
And then we just had a dinner. And yeah, after that moment, we were kind of hooked on each other.
Aww.
And I think it was about 6 months that we were officially dating.
Yeah.
And then I got out of the Navy, and then I left, and he was still in Cuba. And so we did the distance.
So what made you want to get out? Like, what made you want to get out? And then where did you go after you got out?
So I always knew the military was not going to be my career. It just wasn't for me. I did enjoy my time. I loved every experience. There's a lot of things that you don't love, but at the end of the day, it's just a job. And it was a great stepping stone for me, but it wasn't my go-to for all. And so I always knew that I was going to get out. And after I got out, I moved to Florida in Pensacola. And my sister actually lived out there.
Okay.
So that was kind of my skill bridge in a sense.
Yeah.
Because I was able to get out, but not feel completely by myself.
Yeah.
And I lived with her and her husband for a while. And then...
And he was still in Cuba. Yep. And you guys were still, like, doing the long distance dating.
Yeah.
And when did he say, okay, now he wants to lock you down. He wants to lock you down. Be my wife.
So...
Tell me about that.
That's still a whole journey.
You know what? Me having my own experience, I know that these stories are like not as black and white as, you know, some other people's stories might be. Like there's always just like an uphill and then you go down and it's like a roller coaster. Yeah. So I totally get you.
Yeah. Definitely a roller coaster for sure. Because he was still there for 2 more years. So I was in Florida for 2.5 years almost by the time he got out. Well, like, got his new duty station. So his next duty station was San Diego. I was like, I'm coming.
So at that point, you guys were just doing like, oh yeah, we're dating, but we're not dating, but we're dating. It's kind of, girl, exactly. I feel you. That's exactly how it was with me and my husband when he was in Bahrain. Girl, I get you. Don't worry.
Oh, we have to go to your guys' story because I need all the details again.
I know. Okay. Anyways, so he obviously you guys are still in communication and he tells you, hey, my next duty station is San Diego. Do you want to come? And you are basically, you said, absolutely. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was actually going to school and so I did have a lot of things set up in Florida.
Yeah.
I owned my own boutique, like my mobile boutique.
What?
Yes.
You had a boutique?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That is so cool. What did you used to sell?
Clothes.
Clothes and
clothes and jewelry.
Accessories?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So it was just like a little box truck that I would drive to events, pop it open, a little pop-up mobile boutique.
Wow, that is so cool.
And then I was going to school at my certificate in event planning and management. And so that was like September timeframe is when Jordan went to California. And so I was still finishing up things there. And then I had to decide on the truck if I want to bring it, if I didn't want to bring it. I ended up deciding to sell it. Just driving.
Yeah.
And Pensacola is so small and nice that driving there was super easy. If I took it to California,
you guys would be just...
It'd be miserable.
Ducking and diving in traffic with your boutique.
Maybe I would have been a professional driver. Who knows?
Imagine. That is so cool, T.
Yeah, and I really loved it. It was super nice, but that's, the sacrifices you have to make. And so, once he got out there, I finished up what I needed to do, and then packed up the car and drove to California.
Yeah, drove to California, and then you get there, and what else happens? Did he say, marry me?
Nope.
That you drove here here's your
I was
prize.
like, wait, what are you doing here?
Who are you? Why are you here?
Are you stalking me?
I never told you I was here.
I was like, you didn't see the tracker? So I got there at the end of 2019, so 2020.
Wow, COVID hit. Okay.
Yeah. So I was actually started school, and the plan was just to live with each other, see how it went.
Yeah.
And because living with each other in Cuba, you have no responsibilities. You're just living your best life. You don't have to pay bills, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, well, we actually have to be adults now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can handle this, if this is meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got an apartment together, and it wasn't until the end of 2020, Christmas Day, he proposed.
Oh my God.
Which I was not expecting.
No, not at all. How did he do it?
So we had our couple's friends, Chris and Alex.
Yeah.
And
we love them.
We love them. And they came over we went over to their house. They used to have a skating rink, but because of COVID, they replaced it with a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went there to do like family photos in a sense.
Yeah.
And then that's when he proposed.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And, oh man, I feel so bad for that man.
Why?
I ruined all his proposing plans.
Why? Why?
That was like the last resort.
Are you serious?
So he wanted to propose on New Year's. But I told him I was going to Vegas with some of my girls.
Wow. And he was like, okay, have fun.
He was so mad at me, and I was like, why are you mad? Like, you never care about any of this stuff.
Like girls' trips and stuff.
I was like, what is the issue? And then I used to work for a boat club in San Diego, and we used to be able to take the boats out, but I would have to get permission from my boss ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan was like, oh, well, let's take the boat out on Friday. I was like, well, let me ask my boss, but they didn't like confirm or anything.
Right.
I was like, I can't. But he wanted to propose on the boat because that's when our like first date together was.
It was on a boat. No, you were actually backstroking.
He just pushes me in the water.
For all time's sake. Do you remember?
And yeah, so he proposed, and I was like, okay, so we'll be engaged for like a year. And he was like,
actually?
He was like, I was actually just wanted to see the next availability. And I was like,
you know what? That's just standard. Okay. That's standard military man. Like, that is like real to the T. He wants to lock you down for real, girl.
And I was like, we always joke because I never pictured myself getting married.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, like being by myself.
Honestly, like me too, though, because all of my sisters have like, they have kids and everything along those lines. But even before, like, my husband and I were getting serious, I always thought that I would be like the unwed rich auntie,
Now look at you. Living your best life.
Married. Doing everything I said I wasn't gonna do.
Same.
Just married, moving around. But yeah, that's so cool though. Like, he just proposed and then he was like, well, let's see. They have an opening at 2:00.
Basically. So December 25th and then February 8th is our first anniversary because we did the court wedding.
Okay.
And then November 11th or 12th is our wedding that we had in Puerto Rico.
Wow. So you guys had two weddings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one in the court wedding, we just had our close friends. My brother and my sister flew out for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one, obviously.
Yeah.
All our families came together to celebrate.
Was that super fun?
Yes.
That's amazing.
They still talk about it. It was quite the experience.
Really?
Yes. My in-laws are amazing.
I know. Oh my gosh.
They threw the best party ever. It's a party.
Yeah,
It was a party, a celebration of marriage. It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine. Like, I mean, I've met your in-laws, and they're absolutely the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. They're so welcoming. Oh my God, Jordan's mom's food, I still think about I still dream about it. I still dream about it till this day.
Girl, same.
Think about it till this day. No, like, I can only imagine how fun it must have been.
Oh, just beautiful.
Wow.
They're seriously the greatest human beings ever.
You're so blessed.
So blessed.
Yeah.
So lucky to have them.
No, not a lot of people have that. Like, at all.
Exactly. So I think that's what helps us be so in sync with each other. Is just everything just meshes perfectly.
No, you guys are so cute. Okay, stop. You guys
Okay, but I need to hear your version.
My version? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where do I start? When I was 19 years old, when I was 19, like, honestly, like, from the ages of 19 to 21, my life has been, or had been, like, really complicated but fun at the same time. Honestly, I could write a whole novella. Like, honestly. But fast forward, I was living with one of my friends at that time because I'd just gone through a really bad breakup.
In Florida, right?
In Florida. Yeah, in Florida. And so I just gone through a really bad breakup. And then my friend's sister, who also lived in that house, she found my ex on Tinder.
No.
Yeah, she found my ex on Tinder, and I was like, and honestly, this was like about like 2 weeks of us like being broken up and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna be on Tinder, I'm gonna be on Tinder too. Give you a little taste of your own what the fuck? It would have been so crazy for him to find me there, but like I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So
anyway, you're living your life, I'm gonna live my life.
No, exactly. I'm gonna start dating too. The heck? So I made my profile. And then like the first couple of swipes, I kid you not, I think I had a type. The first couple of swipes, I saw this man, like a tall, dark, and handsome man with his like a navy uniform, and he had a dog. I was looking through his pictures, and I was like, oh, he's okay. And the last picture, there was a dog, and I was like, I was so close to swiping left. I was so close.
That's insane.
This could be so different. I know. I remember till this day being like, right? No. And then like we started talking. He super liked me. That's embarrassing. No. You're like, he super liked me. I tell him everything that I've said, I've told him. So it's like, he laughs to this day. He super liked me. And I was like, okay, you paid? That's embarrassing. No. Then we started talking for like a week or two, and then he wanted to meet me. And I was like, okay, perfect. I've never met anybody on Tinder before. This was literally my first Tinder date.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane?
That's meant to be.
I'm telling you. That's the love of my life. My first Tinder date ever. And I was like, okay, yeah, but I've never met anybody, like, I've never met anybody on Tinder before. So I was like, let's meet at a public place. Let's go to the beach, Jack's Beach. And I was like, well, I was thinking, can I bring my friends? Do you have friends for my friends? That way we can all be friends.
That's beautiful. Like, we're going to mesh together.
And so he was like, yeah, I got a couple of friends. And I was like, perfect. And
beautiful.
So, yeah. And
Hooking
so,
each other up. I love it.
Huh?
Hooking each other up.
No, dude. And this story gets even crazier and crazier. Like, after that, we decided all to go to, mind you, he was stationed in Kings Bay, Georgia. He was stationed in, Kings Bay, Georgia. And that was like a 45-minute drive. But since he was young, he was like 21 at that point. No, he was 20. I was 19. Like, they would always go down to Jacksonville to like party and be stupid. So like the drive, always. So the drive wasn't crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, we meet up at the beach, and I remember me and my friends getting there first because I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God. I was so nervous. So then we waited for like 10 minutes, and then I told my friend at the time, I was like, let's go to the water. Let's just go to the water because I'm feeling like really nervous. Maybe it'll help us. And she was like, okay, let's go. So we go. And then as we're coming out, it's literally some Baywatch type thing. It was like Baywatch. I was like, like coming out of the water. And then she was like, is that them? They're like, I don't know how they knew where we were. She was like, is that them? And I was like, oh my God, it is them. And so we're walking towards them, and I just see this tall, dark, handsome man, and I'm like, holy
You're like, he's real?
he's real, and he's
catfish.
Exactly. He reverse catfished me because in his pictures, they were not cute. Like, his pictures, they were not cute.
You know, some people aren't photogenic.
Exactly. And I look at him.
Catfish.
Yeah. I was like, reverse catfish me? You're fine. With a capital F, girl.
Like,
yes.
Jackpot.
Literally. And he was, sorry, but he was like, how's it going, Mom?
Oh, dumb, no.
But like I said, he was literally like, he was a kid. He was 20 and I was 19, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I got freshly off a break. Dumb. But anyways, by the way, so we get there. He, like, I say hi, and then I meet all of his friends. He brought three guys, and I brought 3 girls. And so,
Perfect.
guess what happens?
Everyone meshed.
Everybody meshed. Everybody started dating each other. Like, they liked each other. And I was like, what the heck is happening?
Like, how did this work out?
It worked out perfectly. And it did for, like, the next following, like, 2 months.
Of course.
Like, the next 2 months, it was perfect. Like, we would all hang out as groups. Like, we would all party together. Like, it was great. Until, oh, yeah. And then in the middle of that, the next 2 months, we were all hanging out and stuff like that. And there came a point where me and my friend got kicked out of her house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we got kicked out of her house for being stupid, and we had nowhere else to go because my mom wouldn't take me in. We weren't really on good terms back then, and so me and my friend were just aimlessly driving around, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just call Dom. Let me see if mind you, I've only known him at this point for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I call him. I remember we were in this Whataburger parking lot, me and my friend, and I was like, I'm gonna call him, see if he'll budge. And he was like, and she was like, yeah, call him. Where the freak are we gonna go? And I call him, and he was like, yeah, sure. Come on down, stay with me. And so that his house became like a little party house because it was me, my friend, him, and his friend that was dating my friend. So it was like, all 4 of us, yeah. And it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. My grandma had came down from Tallahassee. And so that gave me, like, maybe a week or 2 later, that gave me the opportunity to go down back to Jacksonville and stay with her. And so, like, they helped us move. Like, Dominic and his friends helped us move. He had just gotten orders for Bahrain. No hard feelings with Dominic. We were only dating for a month or 2. So he was like, do whatever you feel like. I'm just going to do me. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'm glad that we ended up on good terms.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. Not know that.
Yeah, he was already in Bahrain. And so texted Dominic. I was not a good girl at this time. I didn't text him.
You were what, 20 at this time?
I was 20.
Exactly.
I was 20y, young,
You're
dumb.
figuring life out.
Exactly.
Nobody knows what they're... We still don't know what we're doing.
Exactly. Girl, I'm 20. Still don't know what I'm doing. But... yeah, I followed Dominic in all social medias like one girl does.
is he up to?
Yeah.
Like,
I never stopped thinking about him.
mhm.
I never stopped thinking about him. Like he was seriously my best friend at that time. Like my mom had met him before we broke up and stuff
Mhm.
like that. My mom had met him and she basically she had never said anything about any of the guys that I've dated prior to Dominic. She had never liked them. She had always negative
The
things to
classic
say.
mom.
Exactly. Classic Puerto Rican mom. Like she had negative things to say about like anybody that came before Dominic. And the first time that I brought him over, she was like, I really like him.
Aw.
I've never seen you laugh so much with anyone else. And that kind of stuck in the back of my head. Like, even like when we broke up, after we broke up.
So sweet.
No, she loves him. Oh my God, girl. This girl, my mom is a ride or die for Dominic. I'm telling you, every time that we have an argument or something along those lines, even minor, like, Mom, he didn't do the dishes. And I'm pissed. And she's like, well, Lenata, like, he just came from work. And I'm like, Mom, you're supposed to be. And then it's vice versa. His mom is always defending me. No, I love my in-laws. But anyways, all right. So after that, I followed him on all socials and then we started talking. And just like you and Jordan, like he was out there for like a year and a half already. Mm-hmm. Like he was doing him, I was doing me, but we were always in like constant communication. Mm-hmm. Like, do I want to be with you? Do I not want to be with you?
I like you today. I don't like you today.
Exactly. I like you today. I don't like you today. How dare you? Like it was just like a constant toxic cycle for like a year or 2.5. And at this time, I had gotten like a really stable job in property management. I had my own apartment. I had just gotten my car. Like I had like everything going for me, except that I was in love with somebody that was across the world, and he didn't want me. I will drop, and I did. Every time that he would text me, I would drop everyone for him. And then like a week later, like he would be like, you know what, it's long distance. And I was like, you know what, fine. That's literally how it was. And like towards the end of him being over there, he was like, okay, like I want to take us seriously. Like I just got orders to Washington State. Like I want you to come with me. Kind of like you and Jordan. Like seriously, like I want you to come with me. And I was like, okay, I want consistency. Exactly. And he was like, okay, I will. And then that's basically how it was. I hadn't seen this man. Fast forward to when he's getting on the plane to go to Florida because he wanted to drive with me to Washington State because technically he was like picking me up or whatever. But he hadn't seen his family and his family's from Florida. Anyways, I hadn't seen this man in like over 2 years, right? I hadn't seen him physically in over 2 years. And I just decided to quit my job, turn in my apartment, say goodbye to all of my family members, to drive across the country with a man that I had not seen for 2 years.
You have to take the risk.
High risk, high reward, I'm telling you right now.
Here we are.
And then he comes home. I pick him up from the airport and it's like nothing, like nothing, no time has passed. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a little bit awkward at first because, like, I haven't seen you in so long. But it's like no time has passed. And so, like, he's literally helping me move again. He's helping me move again. And then, move again. We go to Orlando, which is two hours south, to visit his family. His family's super excited to see him. And then...
Is that the first time you met his family then?
No, the first time that I met his family was before we broke up.
Okay.
Yeah, he brought me to his mom's house. His mom was, girl. His mom thought that I was a hoochie girl. I was not a good girl, but I'm the best wife now.
And you know what? That's all it took.
No, but when we were at his family's house, we got into this really, 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 really big argument. Like, really big argument. Like, stuff that he did in Bahrain that, like, affected me.
Mhm.
Like, when we were together, he, like, deceived me in a way. But, like, he deceived me in a way, and so like he had just told me because he wanted to be honest.
Mhm.
And we got into a really big argument, and it was to the point where he was like, you know how much I care about you? And I was like, how much? Because I was literally crying, and he was like, will you marry me? He proposed while he was telling me.
No.
He proposed while he told me that he had cheated on me in Bahrain. And you know what I said?
Yes.
I said, again?
But what are you supposed to say?
I was like,
No one taught you how to say no in that situation.
yes.
Can we try this again in 6 months?
Literally. And then I literally...
So, like, we have a lot to discuss.
We have a lot to discuss,
But yes.
but yes, I will marry you. I'll marry you. But we gotta talk about this.
You're not out of this.
Girl, oh my God.
That is the most wild. Girl, you had me. And then you just blew my mind.
Yes.
I
Girl.
was not expecting that.
Yes, girl. But to be honest, I couldn't really be mad at the fact because it was long distance and we weren't really
And you both
dating.
were doing your own thing.
Exactly. We weren't really dating, like, at all.
Yeah.
But, like, that still pissed me off because I loved him. How dare you not really cheat on me, but cheat on me.
Like, even though I was doing the same thing, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly. It's different. But then he proposed. Then I was confused for a really long time.
The whole drive, you're just like,
Yeah.
you're like, what is happening here?
I was like,
What is my life?
I'm really engaged. But then,
That must have been the most confusing drive.
girl, I was so confused, and I was so like,
He's packing up the car, and you're just like, still crying.
yeah. Like, you don't even know if it's tears of joy or tears of tears.
One eye is joy, one eye.
Yeah. You look like a psycho, just laughing and crying at the same time. Like,
That is wild.
dude, yes, that's literally what happened. And then fast forward, we go to Washington State, and we don't get married until like 6 months later because I'm still trying to wrap my head around what the hell was that. But yeah, we get married in Washington State. We get stationed there for 3 years. He deploys for 11 months. I come back to Florida. Girl.
Girl. How did you handle that?
The deployment.
Yeah.
The deployment, it was,
So how long after you guys got married did he get deployed? So it was like 6 months,
6
get
months.
married, and then
6 months.
6 months later,
Yeah.
he gets deployed
Yeah.
for 11 months.
Yeah. So we weren't even together physically for like a year and a half before
Wow.
he deployed. Yeah, so we were boyfriend and girlfriend for 6 months. We got an apartment and everything in Washington. By the way, super expensive in Washington State.
Mhm.
And then for 6 months, I personally got a job at the Next because honestly, there's really no job opportunities over there. So the place that we got stationed at was Whidbey Island. Whidbey Island is just like this little tiny island right like 2 hours away from Seattle. It's like
Dang.
45 minutes away from Canada. We never went to Canada, by the way, and that really still irks me to this day. Yeah, so we were there for 6 months. We got married, and then 6 months later, he gets orders to deploy. He went to Qatar. And so he was like, well, you can either stay here. Stay here?
And do what?
And do what exactly? Do what exactly? I don't have any friends here. That's literally one of the things about being a military spouse is that when you go somewhere, there is like, I personally feel like there's such a lack of community when it comes to support for the military spouses. Like, our spouses already have automatic friends depending on where exactly where they work. Yep. Our spouses specifically, since their community is quite small, like they have automatic friends, or if they don't,
already have an automatic job.
Yep.
They have automatic friends.
Yep.
They are connected immediately.
And then when you're a military spouse, that literally you have to work. You have to work for that. And it's so hard because it's like you want to connect with people, but at the same time, like you don't know, one, where to find them, two, whether or not you'll actually connect with them, and three, whether or not they're going to be long-lasting friends, you know, because you have friends that are there for convenience, and then you have friends that you build like
long-term
for a long term. Exactly. And so when we got there, I didn't have anybody, and even after like he got orders to deploy, I really didn't have anyone. So he literally said, you can either stay or we can drive you back to Florida. And I was like, Florida
immediately.
What? Florida immediately. Like, of course. So we literally took another road trip down. The first time that we went from Florida to Washington, we went like straight across, and that took us 5 days because we really didn't stop anywhere. And then the second time, when he was deploying, we went down like the California coast, and then we went through Texas. Yeah, we had friends there, so we stopped and we visited them. And it took us 2 weeks, which was really, really nice.
That's good. Make it enjoyable.
Yeah, girl, yes. I told him, I was like, you're going to be gone for 11 months. You better give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And he was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's like, let's make this one more enjoyable than going there.
Exactly. And so we get to Florida, and I just stay with my family. I get a job over there. I stay with my family. My best friends are there. And so it wasn't too bad. Of course, when, you know, your spouse is deployed, depending on how long you've been married and like what things you've gone through. At that time, it wasn't the best for me mentally because, you know, he had been gone. And even though we weren't like together, you know, he still did his thing. I still did my thing. And it was such a new relationship too that the trust was there, but it wasn't completely there. You know what I mean?
And then you're kind of in the same situation again because you're going back to Florida. He's overseas again. So then it's just like all those emotions, and you're in the same area. So like your mind gut connection is just immediately triggered.
Exactly.
And every location you go to, you're like, oh, this is when this happened. And then you just start spiraling.
Exactly. So spiraling definitely happened. I spiraled a lot. But the good thing about it is that I had like a whole village behind me. I had my mom.
Girl, imagine if you stayed in Washington.
God,
that would have been stressful.
That would have been so stressful. I honestly probably wouldn't have like survived through. Like survived being there by myself. Like the good thing about being a milspouse is that, you know, even though you might not have like a community where you're stationed at, you will always have a community where you left at. Right?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, right. Whether that's your family or your friends that you've had forever, or the people that you met while you were stationed somewhere else. Like, you always have a community to back you up, even if it's not there in that specific area. So that was really nice for me specifically, because I had my mom, I had my sisters. Like, my sisters were literally like the best thing that happened to me there.
Yeah.
And then my best friend, her name's Ashley. She's literally like my rock. She's probably the first person that I've ever met that didn't give me like a one-sided friendship. Not saying now, but in the past, I rarely received. And then when I met her, she would literally give and give and give. And then we would match each other's energy. Yeah, we would match each other's energy till this day. She literally, okay, fast forward we are in Washington State. Like, I come back from deployment. Look, I come back from deployment. I was deployed to Florida. No, Dominic comes back from I go to Washington State. I prepare our house because we got like base housing there. We got a base housing there, and then I prepare our house for him to come. There was a week for him to come. I hadn't seen him in 11 months, girl. I was stressed. It was like him coming back from Bahrain all over again.
Exactly.
And, yeah, it was so crazy. And so he comes back. It was like a really nice, like, I haven't seen you in so long. I love you, baby. But it was like, again, like no time has passed.
Exactly.
Because, you know when your souls are tied. Like, you know, that it's going to sound really, like, mystical. But you know when your souls are tied. Like,
yes.
no matter how much time has passed, no matter where you are in the world, no matter if you haven't talked in like forever, which aligns with the first thing that I said, but whatever. Like when you guys talk or when you guys meet, like it's like nothing, like nothing has changed.
Exactly.
You know? And so that's how I felt whenever he came back from deployment.
I feel like at peace, like all that weight is lifted off your shoulders. And you're like, oh, my baby's home.
Yeah, finally.
So let me tell you about my day.
Oh, let me tell you about my day. Oh my God, girl. It was so nice having him back. And so, like he came back from deployment, and fast forward, we're in Whidbey for 2 more years. It's great, you know? And so my best friend, we got orders here to Texas, and my best friend Ashley literally flew from Florida with her fiance to Washington State across the country to drive with us to Texas. Yes. Like, that's crazy to me. To me, that's crazy.
That's love.
I know.
Love.
I love her. Shut up. She's probably going to look at this. She's going to be like, oh.
She's like, I do love her.
Shut up.
That's actually my soulmate.
That's actually my soulmate. What are we doing with that? No. Oh my God. Okay. So that's my story. Literally went on a whole rant about me. No. But I do want to get back to basically you. So now that we're talking about being like a Milspouse, what kind of adjustments did you have to make now that you had literally moved from Florida to San Diego to be with Jordan? Like, what kind of adjustments did you have to make? How was it finding a job in San Diego? I know San Diego is a big city.
I will say, when I was in the military, I was kind of oblivious to what the military spouse goes through.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's not that hard. Like, you know what you signed up for. Like, everything. You just get to go travel, live your best life. Like, it's really not that difficult. Until becoming a military spouse, I realized, like, wow, this is not for everyone. It's definitely very challenging. And I think one thing that a lot of people don't recognize is kind of what we were talking about earlier. Your spouse has a guaranteed job, friends, lifestyle.
Yep.
No matter how many times they move, no matter how many deployments, they know exactly what they're stepping into. The environment might change, but the job doesn't change.
Yep.
And for the spouse, it's completely different every single time.
Yep.
You're never going to meet the same person. You're never in the same environment. Depending on your job, if you have a job, luckily we don't have kids to worry about, but if you have kids to worry about, that's a whole nother stress on top of everything else you're dealing with. And when I got to San Diego, I was going to school. Because I did harbor security in the Navy, I worked at a boat club. Yeah. So just cleaning boats. I did trainings and I would drive people around
That's fun.
In the bay. Yeah, it was honestly a great job opportunity since I already had that experience, but that's not what I wanted to stick with, obviously. And so I did go to school for interior design, graduated, am officially a designer, and the Navy paid for that. Yeah. And that is something I will forever be grateful to my time in the Navy is having that opportunity that I got to walk out of college debt-free.
Yeah.
And that was
It's amazing.
my goal. And the Navy did provide that for me. And being married to my husband, I had to take a couple months from him for his GI Bill so then I could finish up school.
Yeah, girl, me too. Girl, me too.
And honestly, going to school definitely helped me to not feel so lost.
So you felt lost?
Because I started like right away. But coming here, I just graduated and then moved down here. And then I think that's when the reality hit me of, oh, now I have to find like a job. And luckily, Chris and Alex, we were stationed in San Diego with them, and then they were here in San Antonio. So I already had like my people with me, which really did help the transition. But the work, I put a lot of stress on myself. I was like, I need something. I need to feel valued. I need to bring something to my relationship, to my marriage. And I don't want my husband supporting everything that I do.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, I want to give back to him as well. And he's great. Like, he's, take your time, figure out what you need. I was like, no, I'm going to take whatever opportunity comes my way. And it took me about 6 months to find a job when I got here.
Yeah.
And so I actually started working at a yoga studio just part-time, just so I could get something. And my first week at the yoga studio, the company I work for now called me in and hired me.
No way.
Yes. And it's just crazy, like, how life happens. Because I was literally, I don't want to say depressed because that's a little extreme, but it was just really hitting me. I'm like, am I capable?
Yeah.
I would start doubting myself. Like, did I make the right decision in, like, my career-wise?
Yeah.
Because I know we are going to move around a lot.
Yeah.
And having such a niche job, it's a little bit harder to find versus, like, being maybe in the medical field. Where, you know, there's a hospital everywhere
you go.
Once I started working is when I started finding my identity again, and I started getting back into the flow of things. But yeah, I just did not realize how hard it is being a military spouse.
Finding your identity, like, outside of your marriage, I think is probably one of the hardest things that a military spouse can go through. You know, outside of their marriage, outside of the military, outside of kids. And so I just think it's really beautiful that, you know, some of us can go out and do school or get a job in whatever it could be, right? It might not be their career field, but it could just be there. And then just find their independence.
Exactly.
You know, because finding your independence is probably one of the most important things that a milspouse can do. Because I know some of us, like, it really does take about 3 to 6 months to find, like, a decent paying job every time you PCS, unless you have, like, a remote job or that you can move around anywhere, which, to be honest, I think that there should be, like, an organization that specifically hires military spouses, and they're all remote, by the way. If anybody's listening. Ding, ding, ding. Anybody's listening. Because I think that's one of the hardest things, right? Finding your independence, finding a job. It takes, 3 to 6 months to even get to that point.
Exactly.
And even getting to that point, you're already about 2 years into your, like, being stationed there.
Exactly.
You have 2 years left. So what, you're going to work at that job for 2 years and then dip out and start all over again?
Exactly.
You know?
And that is the struggle of being a military spouse. Just
loneliness.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a big thing is being okay being by yourself, because your spouse is going to be on duty, gets called back in, is always military focused and driven, to the point where sometimes you are left by yourself, and it does take time to build friendships and people that you can go out with without your spouse. And then there's the couples that you only hang out together as a couple, but you don't really hang out individually.
Right.
And finding those people, it's really challenging because our husbands are K-9, that community is so small that it even limits the girls that you want to hang out with.
Exactly. Which I think is pretty crazy within itself. Like their community, like you said, their community is so small that they already have like automatic friends. And then the crazy thing about it is that most military service members just think that because they have their coworkers and their coworkers have wives, that we're all gonna be like friends. We're all gonna be best friends.
Like, I know I wanted best friends, but not that one.
Let me find them by myself.
Yes.
You know?
They like to force it.
Yes. They like
really aggressive.
Really aggressive. Like, I remember when we first got here, and I think we were doing like a hail, like when we first met each other.
Oh, yeah.
When we first met each other, like Dominic, he would look at me and he's like, "Oh my God, that's Morales' wife." Like, no, like I could get her number for you. And he was like, "That's Janie's wife. I could get their number for you. You know, you guys can be friends. You know, invite them over." Like I so appreciate the effort. I so appreciate the effort, and I appreciate that
it just doesn't feel natural.
It doesn't
feel so forced, and like when it feels forced, it's just like,
leave me alone.
Like you're giving me anxiety.
Yeah,
get away from me right now.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel genuine.
Exactly,
and I think that's probably one of the biggest things with being a military spouse. Is like you are craving genuine connections.
Exactly.
You know, genuine connections from wherever you're stationed at.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And it is really hard because it's like you can't just be buddy with every single person that walks into your life. You do have to be mindful of like who you're bringing into your circle. And a lot of spouses do have kids. I can't connect with them because I'm like, that's not our path right now. That's not our journey right now. And I'm kind of a needy friend. I'll be honest. I'm a needy friend. And I want somebody that I can just hit up like, "Hey, you want to go get coffee?" Yes, I'll be there. Like, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Exactly. So finding your circle, finding your people is super important in this life in particular. And that takes time.
Yeah. And people think 3 years is a long time, but it's really not.
No, it's not.
It's like we said, the first 6 months, you're getting your feet wet, trying to figure it out. And then maybe you find someone you like, but they're already gone. Or they're leaving in a couple months.
Yes.
So you have like, it's like a relationship.
And then they're living their own lives. So like you're texting them, seeing how they are, and then they take forever because one, they're in the middle of PCS season. Or PCSing themselves, driving, like doing it life.
It's chaotic.
Exactly.
And I'm not a great communicator. Like,
no, me neither.
Texting, phone calls, "Hey, love you, miss you," whatever. But getting on the phone and talking to somebody, that's on me. Jordan is great at that. And that's why he still has his best friends from
literally
elementary school.
Dominic's the same.
And I'm like, I don't talk to anybody. I'm like, I have my cousin. Yeah. That's my best friend. My therapist, my best friend.
One person that I talk to consistently is my therapist.
Yeah.
She knows me. She knows me.
She's like, she knows me better than I know. But yeah, like once they leave, it's just like, okay,
what do you do?
That's why you have to be okay being by yourself because you don't know the next time your new relationship's gonna pop up.
Exactly.
And you just have to ride the wave, hope for the best, and you'll have the people that you meet in like the groups that are fun in the groups.
Yeah.
But as far as deeper connections, it's really hard to find.
Yeah. As for me, I know that I've met like my biggest connections through work. And I think that's so cliche to say, I think, because like I met my best friend like in Florida before Dominic and I decided to go to Washington, and we were working the same thing, property management, and I met her there. Then I met one of my closest friends at the Navy Exchange in Washington State. Her name's Gabby. She's the sweetest thing in the entire universe, but I met her there briefly, and we're still friends to this day. She's also a Milspouse, but like you said, you have to have those commonalities for you guys to actually click and mesh. You know, she was literally the same as me, right?
Exactly.
No kids, just chilling, just moved here. You know what I mean? And so towards my, like, towards the end of us being in Washington, I worked in base housing. And I met literally one of my two of my closest friends, name drop, Rachel and Hillary. They're literally the sweetest people that I've ever met, and I met them at work.
Mhm.
And I just think that, being stationed in such a secluded place, all of the people that were working there were Milspouses.
Mhm.
And so you got to pick and choose who you wanted to be friends with.
It's like a buffet table. You're
It's
like,
like, I like you. You're my friend. I like you. No, that's literally what I would do. I think that's one of my biggest things.
So what I've realized now that this is our second one being in the States,
Yeah,
being overseas, so since you were in Washington, basically on an island,
literally.
the community is so much better.
Oh, yes.
Because
I agree.
everybody is stuck at the same place you're stuck. You see everybody at the same areas. It's easier to build those relationships. Like when we were in Cuba, we lived in the barracks. I had one of my friends lived right next door to me. So every morning we'd put our lawn chairs outside, drink a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's so nice.
The neighbors next to us would come sit with us, and we would all just be sitting outside drinking coffee in the morning. And that is the type of community where it's not, oh, we need an event to see each other. We need a dinner date to go see each other. It was very natural and no effort in the sense of, hey, I'm here. Whoever wants to pop up, pop up. Versus Texas, it's so massive.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own lives. Everyone's doing their own things. Everyone's very spread out.
Yeah.
To the point where it's a lot harder to just like walk right next door, and especially if you're on base housing.
Yeah.
There's not like a lot of military spouses that I know that live on base housing. And so everyone else has like their own houses.
Yeah.
Nobody's really outdoors at all.
No.
And it's so hot.
It's
here
so hot.
too, that it's hot, it's dry. Nobody's really hanging out and socializing. And I think that is the hardest thing, especially being in the States. I am curious to see where we go next and like what happens next. But that is one thing that I have realized that makes it a lot harder to build those relationships.
I feel like for me, like I totally see where you're coming from because I've definitely experienced that as well. Like my office where I worked was literally around the corner of where I used to live. So I could literally walk. And my friend Rachel, I also had another friend. Her name is Julia. She's the best. She's gonna,
like, I didn't forget about you.
I didn't forget about you. But like they all lived on base housing. Like they all lived in base housing. So after work, I would literally call either one of them, hey, do you guys want to hang out at my house and just have a couple of drinks?
Yeah.
Middle of the work week.
Why not?
Exactly. They'd be like, I'm there. I am there, girl. And so they literally would just either walk or drive to my house, which was like a 1-minute drive.
Exactly.
And then we would all be in my backyard just hanging out, chilling,
That's so
drinking.
Beautiful.
Exactly. So
and they just walk home.
And they just walk home. That's exactly.
So simple.
It's so simple. And so yeah, no, I'm excited for you guys. Like, I'm really excited for you guys. I know that you guys are on a different chapter now. You guys are gonna be heading out. This is what we were talking about. This is what we were talking about. We literally met like a year ago, and now you're leaving. And then I have 2 more years here.
You're like,
No. No. But I guess when it comes to like the loneliness epidemic, like what kind of advice would you give to our military spouses who are currently like dealing with moving to a new duty station, like just being like alone, you know? That's something that we all deal with on a day-to-day.
I say find a hobby. Look internally, what is something that you do that makes you happy? It doesn't have to be glamorous. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate, expensive, or anything. Just figure out what you love and find a community that does what you love.
Yes.
And so for me, I enjoy working out. That helps my mood because I get super moody. And working out, it just
I need to get back
releases everything. I like working out, yoga. Chris and Alex, Chris found a run club that goes on.
I heard
in San Antonio, and that's what he would do like every Saturday. So he invited us, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
You go?
Yeah, I went this morning.
Oh, nice.
And I love running, yoga. So being here, just finding a yoga studio, finding a run club, create a run club if there is no run
Right.
club. Just find something that brings you joy that you can do on your own and it's not dependent on other people.
Or your spouse.
Exactly. And I feel when you are doing a hobby or something that relies on other people and people have their own schedules, have their own lives, that you end up not doing what you enjoy because there's no one to enjoy it with. So you just have to figure out what you like to do and go and do it. That is the best way to keep yourself sane, even if it's going on walks every single morning. Just find something that brings you happiness.
Yeah, I agree. I think that finding something that you can just do on your own, like, really would help with, like, finding your own independence, or right? Like, just finding yourself after, like, the chaos that comes with PCS season and the chaos that comes with your spouse figuring out their lives when they first, like, get to their command, and then you just focus on you and how you can help them, and you just focus on just doing you.
Yeah, and I say figuring out a routine. I know routine
That's
can
nice.
be kind of the same thing over and over again, but it does help bring structure to your life that you know you're not waking up every single day like, okay, what am I going to do today? Like, what am I going to do today? Because that's when I go crazy.
Yeah. No, seriously.
But, okay, in the morning, I'm going to make myself a nice breakfast. I'm going to journal, or I'm going to read this book that I've been wanting to read. And then I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go work out, grocery shop, cook, all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
You're so cute. Oh my God. Girl, I need your discipline because I'm literally the figure it out kind of gal. And I need to be more like you. I need to be more like you.
Girl, I go crazy. I'm like, if I sit around, I'm just like,
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
It's like, well, I guess I'll drink some mimosas. It's like 9 in the morning.
And then, you know what? I'm just gonna get drunk. That way I don't have to think about it.
I have done that before.
Girl, oh my God. Me too. Me too. Oh my goodness.
How about you? I want to ask you that.
Me?
Yeah. What would be your advice?
My advice. Oh, bye. My advice. I think I want to piggyback off yours because I feel like finding your independence is like take a shot every time I say independence. But
Me too.
but I feel like that's pretty much it. Like you just have to find things that make you happy and then like just capitalize on that. Like really capitalize on that. Personally, I've been trying to find things that make me happy. Working out made me really, really happy at one point. I used to powerlift. Like that was one of the things that made me really, really happy. However, I got an injury. Both of my wrists are just shattered. And so I can't powerlift anymore. And so after, hearing that, I have to pivot and find things that actually make me happy. So in the working out aspect, I've been doing hot yoga recently. That's been really nice.
Hot yoga.
That's been really, really nice. And so running makes me really happy, though I haven't gone to that run club, and I'm quite interested in going to
next Saturday.
Actually, I'm going to talk to Dominic about it because I'm really interested in that because I like running, though I'm not the best runner. I'm not the best runner. I might stop.
Girl, so let me tell you about the run club because it's just so
Okay.
It's so amazing. So they do meet like throughout the week, but Saturdays is just my schedule is the only day that works for me. They have a 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. run, but I do 7 a.m. There's so many people that do it now. It's just, it has blown up since when I first started. And so when you're running with a pack, and it's just so nice because, for being a female, like running can be
intimidating,
dangerous,
dangerous, intimidating. Yeah, especially downtown because it's downtown, right?
Yeah. The day before on Instagram, they post the run and the map.
Oh.
So you don't even have to think about it. You just show up and you run. And you just follow everyone else.
Nice. Do you talk to people?
Not really, no.
I'm kind of, okay, because I'm kind of like a little introvert when it comes to people that I don't know. I get really anxious. I can fix that. No, I get really anxious when I like first meet people or like when I first start like I'm very, very like ambitious. So like if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Will I be stressed? Yes. Will I be anxious? Yes.
Yes.
Will I second guess absolutely everything? Yes. Will I be gassy? Yes. Yes. Because
I have to run back into the house. Yes.
Will I have a panic attack? Yes. But I will do it. I'll do it.
You just gotta hype yourself up first.
I just gotta hype myself up. That's all I gotta do. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah. I'll probably start going to. I'm gonna tell Dominic about that whenever he comes home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he went once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got lost.
He got lost and he ran. He accidentally ran 12 miles.
Honestly, that day I did get lost too.
He accidentally, dude, he literally told me he like lost everyone. He just kept going. He just like Forrest Gump. He just kept going.
He just kept running.
He just kept running.
We were all back at the meeting spot and we're just like, where's Dom?
Where did he go?
Is he okay? Did he go home? Did he get kidnapped? What happened?
And then he told me that he's literally like beats you guys. And then he's like, I accidentally ran 12 miles.
That was the funniest day. Because that one was running through downtown and I get lost every single time.
And then the run was like, what, like 5 miles? 5 or 6?
I think everyone else did 5 or 6. And some of the guys I think were rucking. So Dom just sent it. Forrest Gumped it.
He was like, nobody has told me to stop, so I'm just going to keep going.
It just shows up at home. You're like, where's the car?
Where's the car? Well, nobody told me to stop. I thought they were here. Oh my god. That is so freaking funny. I cannot. So yeah, I just think that just finding your group, finding your thing is probably the most important thing. And within finding your thing, you can find people with your same commonality, right? That
instead of like asking or begging for people to join you on something, just go do it.
Exactly.
And post about it. And guess what? Either the people that are interested in it will ask you the questions and then you're coming with me on Saturday.
Exactly. That'd be fun. That's super fun, actually. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be slow. I'm gonna be slow.
So that's the beauty of it. There's so many people that everyone runs at different paces.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Looking back, what are some moments that you are like super proud to be a military spouse?
I'm still working on that one. I mean, I don't really identify myself as a military spouse, even though I am. I view myself as a wife to my husband.
Me too.
And my husband is just a badass. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yeah, he's a badass bitch.
Yeah.
And he's just, everything he's accomplished and everything he does just makes me so proud of him. And yeah, just watching from where he started and seeing his path where he's going is just beautiful. And to be by his side and to support him and be able to help him achieve everything he's achieved has been the biggest blessing for me. And for myself, I'm doing my thing, but I do love watching him succeed.
I know. Same here. I feel like I remember when Dominic was being recognized and he got mapped. And I remember, because before then, he was putting in so much effort and so much work into, I don't know what he was doing, but he was just working his butt off. He was working so hard. And so his command recognized him and they mapped him to the rank that he is now.
Mhm.
And I remember being at his promotion ceremony, and I was sobbing. I was like,
So happy for you.
and he like, you cry a little bit too. Because I was just so proud. That's still a continued feeling. Like, I'm so proud of everything that he's ever done and is continued to be doing and is currently doing.
Yes.
You know? Like, it's such a blessing to see, just like you said.
And I think for us, too, we're the ones behind the curtain that we see everything that they go through, and then we get mad at all the people that put them through anything. You're like, how dare you?
How dare I hate her. I hate them.
Don't do that to him. And to see them being recognized after the stress, the long hours, it's just, it just feels so good to see the good ones win.
Yeah, it's so refreshing. You know, it's like we're behind the curtain and it's like the spotlight there for them, and we're like,
it's like, I really did all this. That was me.
That was me. I did that.
Where's my name?
What's my rank? No. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay, so what would you tell your younger self? Like, what kind of advice would you give your younger self? Now that you know what you're doing, who you married, everything that you're doing right now, what kind of advice would you give your younger self?
I love my life. I love where I'm at. Like, I would just say, just keep doing you. You're the path that I'm on. I mean, I wish I was here faster, but I just had to get through everything I got through to make it to this point, and I'm so blessed and happy to be where I'm at and to be with who I am with. It's just, I wouldn't want my life to be any different. And I know that sounds super cheesy, but I am very blessed and grateful being here. So for my younger self, just tell her to keep pushing forward. You're a lot stronger than you think you are, and everything's gonna work out.
Oh, I love that.
What would you give?
I would probably tell her that it gets better. I would tell her that it gets better. You're a lot stronger than you think you are, and just keep moving forward, because even though like it is quite hard on the mental to be a military spouse, there's so many great things that come from it. You get a wonderful spouse. You get to travel every 2 to 3 years. It might not be perfect. Might not be perfect, but you'll meet so many wonderful people. You'll meet some not great people. But those great people will compensate for the awful people that you're going to meet. And you're just going to have a great life with the love of your life. That's it. I would tell her that. It's not really advice, it's more so like a statement, but just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing. It might feel terrible now, but it'll get better.
Well, we'll say, like, the military is definitely not for the weak. But you get
on both ends
so many benefits. You get to travel and just explore and be present in every place you go to. I know we joke, like, God, I cannot wait to get out of Texas. And I still feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still feel that way, but finding those pockets of joy and happiness to really, so when you look back, when you're 80 years old, you're so happy with every place that you live. And maybe it wasn't the best place, but you made it as best as you possibly could with the tools you had at that time.
Exactly.
And yeah, just try to go into every new position as this is a new place. I could be whoever I want to be. And I want to be better than who I was.
No, that's so cute. I love that. That is literally so beautiful of you to say. What a positive outlook.
Yeah, I think we have to shift gears sometimes because it is hard. It is a lot to go through.
It is a lot mentally, physically sometimes. And for all of the Milspouses that could potentially be listening who are feeling lonely and are lacking community, why should they listen to Base Buddies, Teresa? Why should they be here with us?
Because you're lonely. And you don't want to be.
You know what? That's perfect.
This is about community.
Yes.
And you need to follow Base Buddies.
Absolutely. Most importantly, though, like we've said it multiple times in this podcast, like a lot of military spouses are lacking community. And so I feel like our show could really bring all of us together. And, you know, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's going through it. And we're here to help you. And we're here to guide you through it. In whatever you need, we can provide advice from fellow military spouses, and we can just provide a different outlook on this life.
Yeah.
And I think that's perfect. Yeah, and stick around.
I'm excited to see how big you get, because I know this is going to be successful.
Thank you.
And this, like we stated 1,000 times, this is community-based. And it's not just about San Antonio, it's about all military spouses.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Teresa, for coming in to the podcast and sharing your beautiful story, sharing your beautiful outlook, and just your experience as a military spouse. And thank you for making me open up. I thought you were going to interview me. I thought you were interviewing me. I was like, wait, is this yours? Thank you so much for coming, and stay tuned for next episode. We'll have another military spouse. She's gonna go ahead and share her story as well, and yeah, stay tuned. Yay!